wherever you are. Welcome aboard to Dreamy Dreamland with Sensie Owl Bob. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with Sensie Owl Bob. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. What does that sound like? A loop? Loop? Are you in a loop? Are you in a matrix loop? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with Sensie Owl Bob. And what do you think? What do you think about anything? You think about anything? Or are you part of the elite, dumbed-down, bovine, domesticated? Soya Green is people. So, you guys ever watch that great, interesting film called The Matrix, right? Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whoever that is up there is watching you. You are completely watched. You're in that bathtub. You're just an ever-ready battery. You don't even know who and what you are. And here it is, 2026, Really, it's probably maybe 466.6, right? And this year is going to be the year where you might find out what's going on. But if you're one of the bovine, man, I don't think so. If you're stuck in some, it has to be this way, don't think so. If you're stuck in anything. Because the only truth is love's co-creation. That's the only truth, right? The fact that you are in your heart is where the spirit force lives, People get banged up on the tri-God, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, right? Well, no, it's, there is the great creator, Then there is, Jesus. So that's the great creator in physical form, coming down here to hang with us, to experience what it is. Because, the Hebrew tribes kept screwing it up. No matter what great hero was put in place, Noah, David, Moses, whoever, right? It's not what's going on. Here I am, and there's people all around me. They have no idea what's going on. They're playing their little loops. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. They're playing those loops. So whatever it is, whatever you think you are. Now, you have the authority to choose what you want to be. You can be the great decider of your spirit. Or you can be a bovine, ready battery. Whatever you are. So here, there's nobody here yet. It's 4 minutes and 6 seconds. I'm just putting this up. Because it takes, around 2 days for this thing to render it, no matter how short it is. Render and put it up. That's okay. I don't care. I keep saying the same thing. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with Sensie Owl Bob. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So. Yeah, can I have another?
Another coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if we have enough.
Okay. If not, you could switch me up to a hot chocolate.
What is it?
I said you could switch me to a hot chocolate
Okay.
if you don't have enough coffee. See, you got to be able to be flexible. So whatever it is, you can do whatever, right? Really. But just realize that you're just basically being manipulated, unless you have that spark in your heart. And that's what being born again is having that spark in your heart all the time. Because past is the past, doesn't exist. Future's not here yet. Past, you're living in either in nostalgia, good old happy days, or you're, totally traumatized by whatever that thing was that totally traumatized you, or you're living in fear of what.
Are you okay to pay for it now?
Sure.
Okay. We have either one, so you want a hot chocolate or coffee?
Forget about it. I've had enough. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, see, I just made a decision there, right? And that's why I asked that question a few minutes ago. And that brings us to the subject matter of time. What is time? Time is irrelevant, People talk about, time dilation. They talk about faster than light, time, speed, blah, 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 right? Multi-dimensional time, blah, 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 right? Well, pretty much time does not exist. It's our illusion of time that exists, right? So everyone's so, in a rush. Have to get to do this and do that and stuff. They have no time for anything. So you have to take the time, right? The Merovingian in, The Matrix, he does a nice job of explaining it. Spoon Boy, too, does a pretty good job of talking about reality. And most people think that the Oracle is the good girl, right? And Architect is the bad boy. But no, at the end of the first movie, they're sitting on the park bench having a cigarette like they just had sex, right? They basically are part of the same software package to keep humanity stuck. Let's put these glasses on. Remember, kids, put it in capital, so time is backwards. I love that. Time is backwards, 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 backwards. Well, like I said, time is a quite interesting thing because you can describe it many different ways, but it's when you break it down, it doesn't matter, And because if you're not spending time on what matters, and that's love's co-creation, it doesn't matter. You're just a bovine, domesticated, ever-ready battery. That's all you are. Here we are, 8 minutes and 37 seconds. Good morning, good evening, and welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with Sensie Owl Bob. How you doing, right? Here it is Saturday, the whatever it is. I guess it's 8th, 9th, 10th day. Month is zipping past, Time is, time is, okay. Time, thank you for putting in capitals. Time is, that's good, I like that. Time is, E-M-I-T backwards. Emit? What is it? You got to be more specific than that with me, I'm just a puddinhead, You got to be, don't just throw out something cryptic like that. You got to be a little more. Please, let's see. A man's name is Emmett. Emmett. Okay. Oh, it's supposed to be a joke. Is it supposed to be a joke? In Ireland, Emmett. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I get you now. I think what you're saying, that within the context of fuck, F-U-C-K, which means fornicate under church and key. Now, I just said that, not in a loud screaming voice, but I'm surrounded by people. That might boil me in oil just for saying that word. or the word sex. That's another word that will boil you. And what is sex? Sex is just a means of reproduction. That's all it is. That's all it is. And if it wasn't kind of fun, nobody would do it, right? No joke. Okay. It's no joke. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, you're telling me, is that time is relevant to the individual inside the construct of a state that owns that individual. Am I getting that wrong, or is that, getting it right, or whatever? No? Yes? Maybe? Who knows? But that right there is the man. That's going into somebody's server, that's going on the internet, that's going into whatever Big Brother's looking at. Words matter and are the key. That's right. Oh, very good. So, if spelling matters, what is spelling? What is spelling? Why do words matter? And they do. That's why they're important. That's why, animals, they have communication. They don't need spelling. Spell. What's a spell? Spell. What's a spell? Spell. What's a spell? It's a mechanism to control your consciousness. A spell. That's why words matter. Because they're a spell. Okay, I'm down with you. I don't care about spelling, but spelling is a spell, and they use it to control people, right? That's why when they send out large texts, like you ever look at the Chiron on the bottom of the TV, goes zipping by, right? And so basically, if you were to read that, if you were to look at it, if you take it and slow it down, you would see like every 20th word is misspelled. It's done on purpose, because what it does, it is a reference point for, the controlling entity to basically, just like having that there. It's a controlling entity, right? So, and that's what the matrix is. It's a controlling entity. How to keep, God's love from controlling people. Yep, I know you for a decade, at least, Ja Baba. And, so we're basically on the same, peripheral. So, none of the matrix or the illusion or any of that stuff matters, right? Except, why were we put in the body in the first place? Because our consciousness is part of God. And that's God's way of learning, right? And then, the algorithm, is an artificial entity, Crone said, you're looking for the key. Yep, looking for the key, yep. Oh, you're a smart young lad, aren't you? Yep. And the key is love. L-O-V-E, love. And if you were to deconstruct that word, L-O-V-E, you would find its power. L-O-V-E, love. Because it goes beyond the spell. Right? 15 minutes and 15 seconds. 2 of you there, 1 thumbs up. Thanks. 65% left in the gas tank. And, I think I might, it could be, it's supposed to rain, so should I get going before it rains so I don't get wet walking home? I might do that. I just wanted to touch you. So, remember, this year is the year of the great decider. It's up to you to decide what's going on, right? What you're going to do with your life. This is one of those once in, 3 to 30,000 year moments, right? And we can step up. We can do something interesting. So, it's up to you. And thanks, James, for jumping in here. Let's see. What are you saying? Love is God's essence, and there is just necessary experience. Later, man. Catch you later.